get confused. Yeah.
Is everybody ready?
Yes.
I'll call the City of Vernon Council meeting Monday, November 18th, 2024, 5:30 to order. Candace, communications.
Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us to be safely here tonight. We ask that you guide the council to do the best things for the city and the community. Keep us all safe, keep our country safe, and help us to do your will in all things. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I make a motion to approve.
Do I have a second? Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Mayor's report, Mr. Gary.
I don't have much tonight. I got my report to deal on, but I left that in the house. If it's progressing, I come home like it should. Jason, that back gate at the sewer yard, it ain't been locked in weeks.
It don't matter if we log it or
It
not.
does matter if you lock it or not.
The fence is down on the other side.
But fix it where people can't get back and dump garbage and stuff. The other gate, the main gate at the sewer yard, it was open 2 nights. And all the vehicles were where they were supposed to be. It might have been whoever was checking sewer water. Contacted some more air conditioners companies. The one come today, give a price for about $6,800, but you can get it in a few days. That's just on the compressor. Got 2 more coming to look at it. We can get them and give a price on mini splits too. I think that'd probably be the best way to go.
That's on the chain.
That's on the chain.
And that's not replacing anything, that's going completely separate like we talked about when I asked about it. It's just doing a whole different route.
But the 6,800 they came today, that's just a compressor change out.
Yeah, and the other one was, the other cost we had was 5,500.
But they can't get it.
But they can't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know when you may have something on the mini split?
Got a guy coming tomorrow.
Is that all, Mr. Gary?
That's it.
Does anybody have anything for Mr. Gary? Attorney's report, Ms. Michelle?
So we had to continue the hearing on the Traverse Drive case. Matt, my office got activated to hurricane duty. He's still in the reserves, and he didn't get a chance to prepare any outline or anything for me before he had to leave. So it should be in December when I get that notice. I'll get it to Candace and to everybody. So if you want to attend, you can attend that. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Anybody have anything for Ms. Michelle? Clerk's report, Ms. Candace.
I have the parade letter so I can get the, permits for that, just so we can have the parade. I think, everybody knows that the Christmas Bazaar is gonna be the 14th of December, and inside the community center, and Nikki and Miss Carolyn have been working hard on that. And y'all have several vendors already signed up, right? We finally got our first, we got a draw on the MO 107 grant, which is the, lift stations. So we got 150, I think it was 154,000 on that. I have the 2 checks that need to go then to the engineering and the grant administrator for that also to sign, but we've actually done some, they've done some work and we've got that. So we really should be going out to bid pretty soon on that one, but we do have, I passed that. The only one y'all have to sign, because I wasn't thinking and I signed. When I got hired, we had one council and now we have half of another council. And one of the things that I had a concern about was, because I have other jobs and sometimes I go deliver the mail or whatever, but I feel like I always cover my job, and I try my hardest to do a good job. But if that's not acceptable, I need to know, because I don't want people mad if they come. Of course, today I didn't have a car here for half the day, even when I was here, but anyway. I just don't want there to be issues with that, because I appreciate that y'all let me kind of work out my own schedule, but I do my very best to cover everything that has to be covered. And since there's mostly new council here, if there's an issue, I want y'all to tell me that.
As far as I know, you covered all your stuff. All the grants and all, you're doing very well.
Well, I work when I'm not at work. I'm just saying,
When you work.
when I'm not here, I do still work. I work from the house. I work, if I'm at a market on the weekends, I'm answering Dale's emails and stuff. So I do work, but I think there was some concern about if I wasn't here at certain times.
Well, you
So-
don't call all the time as well, because I know you always texting me and stuff about problems, and you're not
I'm
supposed
sorry.
to. And you know what I'm saying, is you're not supposed to even be here during that time. It's not that I mind you texting me, but I'm saying, when something comes up, you text me about it, and you're not supposed to even be working then. So what are they talking
Well,
about?
that's when she calls me and tells me to text.
Text you, that's what I'm saying. So what are you talking
Okay,
about?
I think what she's saying is that there's probably been some things said, and she just wants to clarify that the council, which we did vote, I wanna say everybody may have been on here except maybe one or two, but I think, don't you remember that we voted for that? Okay. We voted for your hours to juggle them if you needed to. We were all okay with that. We're thankful to have you, and you're doing a wonderful job. And we have also discussed, and I know you don't want to hear this, but it is what it is. We have made arrangements for the outside workers who are on call. We've made arrangements for even as far as animal control, and we discussed making some sort of arrangements for you, because you are on call all the time. You are working when you're at the market for the city, when you're home for the city. And I know that when I brought it up to you earlier today, you didn't want to discuss it. The only thing that you would say was maybe something along the lines of salary, so you wouldn't feel so bad. And my argument to that was, if we put you on salaries what you're being paid at right now, you're still losing out. You're still busting butt.
I can't take more money for the job I do. This is not a difficult job to me. I enjoy the job and I love the city, and I'd rather the money stay with the city, honest to God, Vicki.
Okay, so.
I'm not trying to throw you under the bus.
No,
I
I
just,
understand, but is something, and it doesn't have to be voted on tonight, we can discuss it at a workshop, but would you be more comfortable being salaried so you wouldn't feel bad when you're not here, or you wanna leave things the way they are, or what?
Okay, I gotta hop in right here when we're talking about salary,
That's
Okay.
right.
because, there have been changes, with the Department of Labor, on minimum salary. If you're gonna have an employee that's exempt from overtime. And the minimum salary range goes up, I wanna say it's 58 or 59,000 in January of 2025, and then it's gonna go up again, another 6 months. But the salary range may be outside of what.
yeah, that's way more than what
Yeah.
the city can
Okay.
pay. Yeah.
Okay, so,
You would just,
If y'all is good with how I do what I do, I'm fine. I just had heard through the grapevine somebody was worried about it, so.
well, if anybody's got anything to say about it, they need to say it in the meeting.
Okay.
So, is everybody okay with what we voted on with Candace and her hours? I am. So,
Okay.
do you have anything else?
Just don't, oh, y'all signed them. That's it?
Yep, I signed everything. Anybody have anything for Miss Candace? Public Works, Mr. Jackson.
I don't have nothing.
Thank you.
oh, and it.
I will next
Anybody have
time.
anything for Jason? Okay, fire department report, Mr. Shack.
No money.
There's gonna be some money. We'll start with good stuff first. We started our fundraiser doing turkey shoot every Saturday night, starting at 6 p.m. Over the last 2 weekends, we got out roughly around $1,500, something like that, having a good turnout. We have another one this weekend, and we're gonna take next weekend off because of the holidays. Other than that, we're running pretty smooth. Only thing money-wise I got tonight is our little rescue truck that pulls our Cascade trailer around, and it's got like a little skid unit on the back, it's like a smaller brush truck. It's at the shop right now, getting the pump redone on it, and they found some motor work with the actual truck. It's gonna cost $2,132.91.
22,000?
No, 2,000.
Okay, I thought you said 22.
No,
You did say 22.
I started at 22. I did start 22.
Because we were gonna say you need to take your truck and drive it.
I did say we could buy a new truck for that.
Right.
A new U-truck.
Right. So
Which truck?
the rest,
Rescue truck.
And it's 22.
$2,130.91.
Say that again, I'm
I
sorry.
mean.
$2,130.91. It's that old order F-450 that was gave to us.
We need to add that as number 4. You're not through, are you?
Well, I ain't got no quote for it yet, but we got our pump test done. That was approved earlier in the year, and the tanker passed pump test, but the engine failed. So there's no, it's not to go to the shop and get fixed, so we can have a pass pump test.
You gonna be able to bring an estimate for that?
Yes, absolutely. Before they do any work, I'll give us a quote on it.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
Anybody have anything to say?
Good news, we signed the contract on the grant.
Oh, yeah.
Getting 5 new, yeah.
Yeah, and they got size for gear. The grant we got from the state. So we finished that up, and they got size Friday for the new sets of gear. From
For
the state.
future reference, when you come in here asking for money, those are some things you want to say.
I forgot about it.
I'm joking. That is really good news. Okay, does anybody have anything for the fire chief? Okay, recreation report, Ms. Nikki.
Okay, I don't really have a whole lot. Basketball's still going. I'm gonna run it through the end of this month to hopefully get enough. I might have to combine some age groups, which we done anyways, like in prior years, so that's not a big deal. I do have a change in the basketball coordinator. Cortez Dowers has stepped up. So he's the new basketball coordinator. Chris kind of took, he still helps, and Tim still helps a lot with basketball. But he kind of took on the role that Chris had because Chris has got a son that's playing like high school football, and he's kind of took on co-ed softball and, you know, different things. Cortez has young kids that play, so they've cleaned up a lot of the gym. Him and his wife and them have come. They had a fundraiser this past weekend to do a car wash. They're looking at possibly doing a bingo night as a benefit towards the rec to help with the gym. I think Amanda's like gotten with different organizations and stuff and got raffles for that. If we can pull it off before the end of the year, we're gonna try. And then I have this year we done a little bit different. Instead of having like different banquets throughout the year, we're doing one annual sports awards banquet, because we have so many kids that play multiple sports. That way just parents can just come one night and we give out everybody that played basketball, cheers, both basketball, football, wee-ball, t-ball, baseball, softball, all of that. We're just doing it at one night, which will be Monday the 9th in December. And then football's done.
The banquet will be tonight.
Yes, ma'am. And you're more than welcome to come. we'll be feeding. I haven't quite made out what I wanted to eat yet, or what I want to cook, I guess you should say. But we'll be feeding them and, handing out their medals and everything like that. I got them in, so.
And you consolidated all that into one big.
Banquet.
Yes, ma'am. It's just, I'm just calling it
A sports banquet?
the annual sports banquet. So, we just, and like me, I have 3 kids and pretty much they all play in different, and hopefully it'll be easier on parents and trying to get them up here after every sport. And basketball, the way it falls with baseball, it kind of gets not really the recognition that it deserves. Like, they do the championship and that's about it. So we're including them this year too with the medals and stuff like that.
I think it's a great idea. I think it works better for everybody all the way around.
So we're gonna try, see how it works. Y'all know, it's a busy year and I'm trying, so.
You're doing a great job.
Well, thank you.
Does anybody have anything for Ms. Nikki? If you, that's okay. Anybody have anything for Ms. Nikki? Okay. President's report, that was on me. I have some information here that I need to share with council. Once again, this information that I found came from Facebook. You need a copy, Candace, or? What do you have that? Does everybody have one? Yeah, everybody have one? Okay, a while back, we went through this with No Sick Days Gym. Here we are again with, and what you see in front of you is a Facebook post. Y'all can read it. And the second page of this is another company with second location coming soon. And what is to follow that was in the same post is pictures of the city of Vernon's gym. The pictures aren't that great. I have some on my phone. But as you can see, there are several people hauling in mats and they aren't being put there for storage. There was no request, there was no, to my knowledge, nobody behind this table knew anything about it. Correct me if I'm wrong. These mats were set up. This was advertised on Facebook, and it is a for-profit. Now, we have not even worked out the contract for the No Sick Days Gym. And this is where we're at. So, I contacted Candace, Candace contacted the attorney, and the attorney advised for locks to be put on the gym until this could be brought before council. Now, obviously, I couldn't pick up the phone and call any of you guys, so this is the way that it had to be done. Timothy, I apologize for it having to be made public like this, but I had no other choice. I don't know, at this point, I have no idea what you were even thinking. This is not, I understand that you said that they were storing the mats. That is not what was posted on Facebook. That's not what everybody's saying. That's obviously not what was happening. I mean, there they are put together with our Yellow Jackets line in the gym. That is city property. That is not anything that you're not even supposed to have a key to that place. And you know that. And you've known that since you stopped doing rec records. So you have any kind of explanation as to what this is and why this is going on?
Absolutely. And a
Well,
simple
I'd
phone
love to
call
hear
would have
it.
cleared that up.
You thought that we cleared what up?
I said a simple phone call would have cleared it up, just like when Ms. Dickey called me.
A simple phone call to the city.
Well,
you could have called me.
okay, so let me explain it. Okay, I'm not even supposed to have a key to that gym.
No.
I've had a key to that. I'm the only reason there is a key to that gym. One, I went through 1,000 keys to find that key to that gym. I put the locks on the back door to keep kids from breaking in that gym, and been working tirelessly over 3 years to keep kids from breaking in that gym.
Weren't you told when you stopped being rec records to turn in all of your keys?
No,
You were not.
no, yeah.
I would appreciate.
I'm supposed to turn in every
Anybody
single
on this
key?
council
Okay.
can remember that. If
Okay.
not, I wanna go back through, if I have to do it myself, go back through the minutes. Because I know that you were told to turn in all your keys.
So my understanding when I stepped down as rec director, I was gonna move to the board, president of the board, which they all agreed to elect me to, which the entire 8 years I've been involved with the rec, 9 now, the rec president has a set of keys. The rec director has a set of keys. The set of keys I had was the rec president's keys. When the previous rec director handed his in, they disappeared.
Okay, keys aside, let's move on with it.
So I still had
Gives you
mine.
the right to not come to this council yet again before you do something like this. And you brought in another company who probably don't even know that we don't know about it.
No.
This is embarrassing.
What happened is we were in talks to bring them over in this area. We floated an idea of renovating and renting a room from y'all. Renovating either the old science building or the room down the hallway by them. We were in talks to do that. I was going to come into y'all this meeting to have that conversation. He called me and said, I've got a great deal right up the road from you on thousands of dollars of mats that are really heavy. He rented a trailer. He said, is there anywhere we can store them? Because they're so heavy, I had to rent a trailer from the Funiac to keep me from having to rent another trailer and get 12 more guys to tote them in. I said, you can put them in my gym in the back room. I'm gonna be up there to move it. I had an emergency. I couldn't make it up this morning to move equipment. And so he went to store them in there. They were brand new. They rolled them out to look at them. That's all it was. He took pictures to inspire the 75 people he's got over in this direction that travels over there. I agree. I did not realize the picture was going to happen and the fact that he posted it the way he did. I completely agree, and I apologize to Nikki on that.
These are attaching mats, not rolling them out.
They rolled them out and set them together to make sure that it was complete. They're brand new to them. They were looking at them. They didn't do anything. It's not like they had an event. They rolled them out to look at them. They rolled them right back up immediately, which you can tell because Cortez was in there that evening cleaning more in the bathrooms, and they were all rolled up, stuck in the corner. They were literally, I didn't think it was a big idea for them to use 50 foot of
But
storage.
what right did you have to let people store stuff on city property?
It was to throw them in there quickly. I'd be in there that night to
That's not
unload
the
them.
point. You had no right to let them store stuff here.
I would like to
Storage
say,
unit.
also, in this paperwork, the way that it was printed, it was blown up, so you all could see where they put the mats together. But at the very bottom where it says, let me know, so we can see if this is possible, just so you'll know, the second page, where it names at the top in blue the other company involved, its post goes on to say, let me know so we can see if this is possible. Then it names them, and then second location coming soon. Timothy, you cannot blow this smoke in my direction anymore. It was done with the gym that you're in now, and you've done it again behind council's back, and you can smile, and you can cuss,
What did I do the
like
first
you've
time?
done out in the public, or whatever you wanna do. Say you're gonna throw invoices and receipts and all that, but I'm telling you right now, the BS stops right here.
Okay. What did I do the first time?
You opened up a gym behind our backs and we found out it was on Facebook. We've already had this. You wanna go back over the minutes of that and rewrote that, and you can explain to us how you thought that it was okay, but now you understand how you should have done it differently? We're back in the same spot with a building that you had no business letting somebody else come into without this council knowing.
3 city council
What if
members
somebody
and the
fell and
mayor.
broke a leg?
It's the same liability as if they break a leg on the park.
No, listen, you do not own the property
I
of the
could-
city of
absolutely.
Okay, you are
Absolutely.
one citizen.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
It's all right. I mean, you'll be all right.
I'm fine. I'm just, we've been over this before.
But no, I agree with you.
I ain't doing nothing but raise, fix, repair, and bust my butt for that gymnasium.
You did that when you were
And
recreating, we appreciate it.
No, I
We appreciate
didn't.
what you've done
I started
since
before
then.
that.
But you're talking about for profit here. Am I the only one that sees anything wrong with this?
No, I see something wrong with it.
The only thing I see wrong with it, is you didn't call and let somebody know.
This is bringing in another business. We are responsible. We are responsible. That's what we were voted in here for. This to me is unacceptable, and I don't think that I'm the only one. I mean, it's not right. I don't care the excuses. We've heard it all before. This is not right. It was not handled right. Shouldn't have happened. And now these people think that this is gonna happen, and it possibly could happen. But here's what's gonna happen now that this got put out this way, and I think that's one reason that it did, in my opinion, after what happened last time, is so the council can look like they're just trying to keep something else from the community. Now, that's my personal opinion. If anybody else has got anything to say about it, say it.
I have a question for you as a non-council member. Was the plan to use the gym, if they opened a second facility, was it to use the gymnasium? So to use another building, so to rent something from the city?
Our original plan, when our first discussion was, and I was gonna come to y'all with the opportunity, and y'all tell me what you wanted to do, was obviously those 2 rooms needed work. And so the potential was there, is we could use my back room for them to start, and then we take that money and then literally renovate either one of those 2 rooms until we get it to the point where they could rent it directly from y'all. And that was the plan from the beginning. And if that wasn't gonna work out, we were looking at the old dollar store. We literally was meeting with the realtor to go look at that, see if it's even possible to financially do that.
Timothy, if those mats would have fit in your back room, why didn't you store them in there?
Cause it's full, I just moved, I gotta move the cargo
Why'd you tell
equipment
them to
out.
bring them over here in the first place then?
He bought them this way, and he literally got a great price on them. He rented the trailer
Well,
for
he
me
has a place over
over
in
here.
the funeral. I mean, he can take them down.
And he was going to. That was his original plan. But when he got over here and realized to save the rent on the trailer, to bring them back from the Funiac and rent the trailer again, and to get 12 people together, you've seen them. They were struggling to carry them. They're heavy. They really are. And we were going to put them in my room, but I didn't make it here in time because I had an emergency on my 9 to 5 to move. I couldn't move equipment that morning. And so I didn't want them to put them in there in my
Well, then
gym
you
member's
should-
way and block my bathroom
You
off.
still should not have gave them permission to put them in the gym. That's not your authority to do that. You know that.
And I'll accept that. My issue was,
This is the thing, suppose those men that were moving the mats got hurt when they were moving the mats. Guess who it would have been on?
Or if the mats would have got damaged.
Damaged, okay?
Well, we've all made good points here. Anybody else got anything? Tim, you know, what you know, we're wrong.
Okay, go back.
can I reply? My final reply?
Yeah.
My issue is that the implication that I'm scheming, lying, blowing smoke, whenever I had done nothing but put thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours into property that is not mine. The reason we're playing rec ball in that place is because I busted my tail for it. I saved the floor. That's $20-something thousand worth of floor work. That if we weren't going in there regularly, the water from the roof would have damaged. It's done. It's gone. And y'all don't have $27,000 to fix that floor. And so, for me to do that much work and spend that much money and then get accused that, like, I'm not like the rest of the people around here, and I'm gonna get emotional about it because it's done. I'm not suing nobody. I'm not scheming. I'm not trying to get money out of the city. That's not me. And if you don't know that, I apologize. You don't know me well enough.
Nobody said that you were suing. Nobody said you-
75% of people in here know better than that.
Well, my thing is, if you want to bring up the money and all that you spent, we do appreciate all the volunteer work that you did. And everything you've done when you're on the rec department, we've all told you that and expressed that. And we bent over backwards as far as this gym, no sick days go. And I apologize if I've hurt your feelings in any way, because that's not what I meant to do. But this has been continuous. This has been a continuous thing every time. And you talk about thousands of dollars being spent. How many times over the last just 2 years has this council or me myself asked you for one receipt of anything that you've done? And you were gonna get them, and you were gonna get them, and you were gonna get them. And I've not seen anything. So I'm not saying that you have or you haven't. I'm not accusing you of anything. What I am saying to you is it is wrong, in my opinion, for you to think that you can just take over a piece of property because you've got a building back here that you're fixing to lease or whatever's gonna go on with, and because you're involved with rec, and use it however you want to without council's knowledge. It is not fair to council. It's not benefit the city or the citizens. You can scream that it's doing all these things, but if you don't go about it in the right way, Timothy, it's not. It's costing, is what it's doing. And it's not just costing money. And, excuse me?
I disagree with that. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have spoke yet, but I disagree. I'm costing you money.
Well, I think that you would have been better off to have gotten your first business the way it should be before you jumped into something else, especially since you didn't think enough of the council to come and talk to any of us about it.
Can I ask a
I
question?
think you've done it the wrong way. I'm sorry?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
What about the company that is doing this MMA? Are they gonna be the owner of that thing that's gonna go on, or is it you that's gonna do it?
The actual classes,
Yes.
they are. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that has nothing to do with you, right?
No, ma'am. I'm
Okay,
just
then
helping
why
them.
aren't they here?
What's that?
Why isn't someone from that company here? The city needs to go into a contract with that company.
When I got ready to pitch to them, and we were going to discuss that, then I was going to bring that company
If they're even thinking
here.
about coming and even looking at a piece of property that belongs to the city, first thing they should have done was come and presented it to the council. Not saying, I'm not putting no blame on
I
anybody,
got you.
but we've not heard anything from this company.
Well, it's because he put it out.
And that's
Put it out.
fine, but the company is gonna do the contract with the city, not you, right?
That's the eventual plan. Yes,
Then
ma'am.
they should be here.
I don't know how the rest of the council feels about this. I'm not happy with it. I don't like the way that it was done. I don't think that their mats should be in our building when we don't even know who these people are and they don't know us. I think until something gets squared away and there can be details and the people that are gonna be involved in making the money, if that be you and them or whoever, can come to council, it's my recommendation that the stuff be removed. I don't know how the rest of the council feels. And Michelle, I don't know if that's something we need to vote on or not.
To vote to not allow this group to come in.
No,
I'll get it
the
moved.
mats are in the
Yeah.
gym.
Yeah.
Their mats are in the gym right now.
Still,
Yes.
I would take a vote on what you want done with them.
You ain't even got to vote on them. I'll get them removed. Like I said, it was a temporary solution
It's number 5.
for that morning.
It's legal.
You need a place to put them. You need a place to put them.
What's that?
You need a place to put them.
I'll tell them from you.
They can put them in, I got.
They'll take.
Timothy, is there anything else that you want to say?
No, ma'am.
Number 1, first reading of the tobacco ordinance 24-235. Oops, wrong one, sorry guys. Ordinance number 24-235, an ordinance on the city council of the city of Vernon, Florida, prohibiting smoking and vaping in public parks within the city, providing for repealer, providing for severability, providing for an effective date. Michelle, that's all that needs to be read, and there's nothing else needs to be done.
And then, just do first reading. You can offer any public comment if you want.
Is there any public comment on this ordinance?
Is that around all the buildings,
Anywhere on the city property, right?
It's public parks.
even the parks, even the parking? Because that was really weird that we were talking about that when they're out there sitting on those benches, it ekes into the community center. It's like people are sitting in the community center smoking. It's
That's
so
not in this
awful.
ordinance though.
So,
But that city fund.
I think this is just for the parks that are.
Yeah, this is what SWAT had asked us to adopt.
This is what SWAT came to us and
I
asked
know,
us to
but
adopt.
what was it for?
It's city park.
Oh, city parks.
There
Oh,
is an ordinance against it.
Yeah, the city of Vernon Parks.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I believe that there is an ordinance,
There is.
but this ordinance was out of date.
Oh, okay.
Is why.
All right.
So
Now, Michelle,
can we
we
put up
correct on
signs
that?
at the community center then, if there's already an ordinance for that?
Yeah. And if you want to modify this ordinance, we can do that before the second reading.
Well, if our ordinance isn't out of date by state law like this one was, do we have to do that, or can we just put up signs?
I would adopt the ordinance and then put the sign up.
Okay, so I guess you can have that for us at the next regular meeting when we can vote in on that. If council agrees.
Yeah, we did. So there is no one.
Anything else on that? Number 4. The rescue truck. I need a motion for $2,132.91 to repair the rescue truck. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion, we.
Hold on, guys, I apologize.
Yeah, you still.
You
I
skipped
saw what I wrote in, and that just jumped out at me. I apologize.
Well, we can still do that.
Number
one.
2, review no sick days gym contract. I've looked at this and,
Does it need to be building specific?
I would like to see it building specific, and I don't know how the rest of the council feels about this, but I would also like to see, that, we do it as, we had said before, no more improvement or anything until we got it all square, and there was supposed to be some receipts and stuff like that brought up, that never happened. I would like to see this a little bit more detailed myself as to building specific, as far as what's there now, and any improvements that are made, and Michelle, correct me if I'm wrong, if we could even do this. If there's any more improvements made as to what there is right now, then that's on
If we ask for nothing.
him, and we don't have to do any upkeep or anything on that.
Yeah, you can do that. So tell me what you want to be more specific than just a gymnasium.
What about?
Well, as far as,
When we're looking at the description of the premises, so I've got the address and then more particularly described as a gymnasium. How much more specific? You gotta tell me, like, do we need a map that says like building A, like, do you want?
There actually is, okay, so his address, 911 came out here a couple years ago, and his address for that building is 2814 Yellow Jacket Drive.
okay, so that is specific,
Yeah,
okay.
so, I don't know, does it say 2808?
It's 2814.
It says 2814.
Okay, so that's,
So how does the rest of the council feel as far as the improvements that have been made? I mean, the equipment and everything that's in there, if the contract was, or the lease was dissolved or whatever, his equipment all would go with it, but as far as, and the reason I'm saying this is because this has been going on for a long time, this business has been in operation for a long time, and it's a profitable business. The city's not been paid anything, he's put time and effort and all that into fixing it up as to where it's at now. And then we asked him to stop because we hadn't done anything with the contract. So, in my opinion, it should be as it is now. Any improvements from there that he makes is on him. The city's not gonna waiver as on a fee. I mean, the fee's already been set in the budget, what we agreed on. Am I the only one that feels that way? Somebody speak up.
If he pays rent, we're assuming it's not good at fixing something that tears up.
No, not under this lease.
Not under this one.
It's his responsibility, repairs and maintenance are
All right.
under him.
So this one's completely good then to go, right?
Numbers,
Yeah,
now,
and he can't sublease.
that's why on number 16 on page 5,
So if the
if you
roof
look at
leaks,
that, it covers what we were just talking about tonight.
if the roof leaks, who's responsible for that?
Or what?
We should be responsible for a certain amount of things like a
Certain
roof leak, you
Okay, if it's a
know,
roof leak,
fireproofing, things like
that-
that, fire
yeah.
extinguisher. We have to have a certain like base limit of things that we should be required to do.
Right?
No holes in the wall, that, from the outside, that should be on us.
So the way,
If he wants to make the
the instruction
improvement,
that I was given, of course, this lease draft was from 2023. Or the instruction I was given at that time was that he was gonna be responsible for everything. And so that's what, if you look at paragraph 9, that's where you'll see he's responsible for his own improvements, for the maintenance and repairs of his own improvements.
Yeah,
He's
here you
responsible
see.
for any necessary repairs, structural or non-structural, ordinary and extraordinary. It's all on him.
Now, it says
Now-
that we are responsible for the exterior walls and roof of the premises, that we are responsible for that.
That
Like it-
is,
Mhm. That's on page, that's on that, in paragraph 9 down at the bottom. It says that the lease.
So basically, I mean, other than.
no, that's still him. He's the lessee.
Okay.
He's gotta fix the roof.
I don't think that's right there.
Yeah, I think that might need to be changed.
That needs to be changed.
'Cause I mean,
That's our responsibility.
Anything structural should not be on.
Anything that's structural, with that building, because it
The
belongs.
structural should be on the city.
Yeah.
I mean, it is still our building.
But can you specify to outer structure, because if he tears a wall in there.
Oh, that's why I said, we
structure,
just talking,
it's
yeah.
like,
Anything structural.
that shouldn't be on y'all. I don't think he would do that.
No, but I mean,
There should
if
be
somebody
the outer
damages the
shed.
inside of the walls or something, I don't think the city should be responsible for that. Not when he's not been paying
That's
rent
what
for
I'm
2
saying, so
years.
y'all gotta be specific,
Yeah.
like.
Like the exterior and the roof,
Yeah.
pretty much would be the only thing that the city would still cover.
Does that include windows?
It's kind of a
That's
tough
what
one.
I'm saying, like you gotta,
But if he moves a piece of equipment and knocks out a window or busts a window, then he should be responsible for that. But if it's just an old building and the window leaks, because it's an old building.
I ain't never been in
There's windows and whatever, but.
I don't think there's any windows that you can see out over there. I think they're, needs to be closed.
Jason, are all the windows boarded up? There's windows.
I think the city should be responsible for anything that's not aesthetic that he would put in there, like windows, like an exterior windows.
All the windows are fixed.
That's my opinion.
That's right now.
So if somebody that's working out the gym breaks a window,
That we should.
I mean, that's where insurance would come in.
his.
his insurance,
His
so.
insurance.
That's what we gotta be careful
Damage is
about.
not caused by, yeah.
Well, the storm
Damage
came
is
and
not
blew out
caused
the
by
windows,
the
then yeah,
lessee.
we responsible.
You know what I'm
There's
saying?
very many, there's
So-
only a few windows in there, and they're up high, so. How high are the Jasons? 9 to the very top of the roof? That's the top sunlight window. Yeah, they're regular windows, but they're at the very top, they go all the way across the top. On that little, in the inside part, a little hallway, little, you
So
gotta.
does council want to tweak this to say if the roof gets damaged, but that he still has insurance to cover that?
He should.
You make sure you got insurance.
Well, he's turned in insurance 2 years ago. I don't know if he's got it now or not. Maybe we need to see.
He turned in, when I asked him about it again, the last time, what was probably January or February.
Okay, so
We need to see that yearly though.
can we do this? Can you find out, get his latest insurance, send it to Michelle? Michelle, can you check it? Match it with this contract and make sure that,
I'll come back. I got it. I'll do some.
I'll put it in line.
and so we just table it till the next workshop? Is that okay with y'all?
Make the motion to take it.
Do I have a second?
That's it.
Any discussion?
We're $2,400 into this budget already.
Yeah.
So you're looking at December's meeting before you could approve another one,
Why don't we call a special meeting for our workshop?
or approve it with changes.
Yeah, we can't, I think so. Can't we, Michelle?
I would prefer to bring back
Bring it back.
language for y'all to approve.
So is everybody okay with having a special meeting before our workshop, a regular workshop? Same time? Is that okay?
Whenever she gets it.
Any more discussion?
So just to be clear and make sure that I understand my instruction, you all want to modify paragraph 9 so that you are responsible for exterior structural repairs. This would be repairs to the walls or repairs to the roof? Is that correct?
That's what I say, just because you don't want tenants like controlling roof work on a building, because that'll come back to bite you.
But we need to also find out what kind of insurance he has. Is he covering the whole building,
That
roof,
too.
walls and all?
That sounds like a crazy insurance policy on a building like that.
That you're
Well, that's what I'm
renting.
saying, we don't know.
I mean, it's not unusual in commercial leases for the tenant to be responsible for.
Something else you gotta think about, is that work,
Should just be
you know, we only cover to the meter, so if the line busts in that building, which they're old anyways, are we responsible for that, if it floods that building?
No, because we're not responsible for it for anybody else.
I mean, it'd be like, cause they're running on concrete walls, and right now they're exposed out there, in the hole.
What is it, Jason? What is
It blows right now,
The water pipes are
It's
exposed.
laying above the ground, should it?
So that's what I'm saying, and that's the concern is, are we gonna be responsible for everything? We're not responsible for anything but to a meter for every other business in town.
Where's the meter at?
my building, I'm talking about the pipes that are in the concrete wall that are exposed right now.
Like, there's metal conduit, you walk down the building, you
Yeah,
can see it's
that's-
coming out of the wall. And then you can see right through the wall.
Well, he had a leak, I guess, and when they redone the bathrooms in there or something, I guess, they busted the thing out, so all I know.
And that's one of those things that's addressed by the lease that states that he's inspected the premises and he accepts them.
Yeah.
And that he agrees that they meet his needs.
If he wants to patch it, let him patch it.
Okay, so where are we at? Do we want to move forward with this tonight or have a special meeting at the workshop?
I mean, I think I need to bring back,
Back, she said she would bring it back.
And look at the insurance?
if you want the language modified, I think I need to bring that back in,
Okay.
proper form.
So I got a motion, I got a second because we discussed it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. It's tabled to our special meeting before our next regular workshop. Number 3, bids for demolition of old band room / library. Mayor.
Y'all are asking, excuse me, council if it's all right to go out for bid, not to get it done, but just so we know how much it is gonna cost.
Yes.
Okay, I need a motion.
I make a motion that you go out and get bids on demo and old banner.
Second.
Any discussion?
How big is that building, Mr. Green? This is probably
Jason, how big is it? About 50, 30, it's on my phone.
15,000 square feet.
Is it about the same size as the Tim's area?
Yeah.
A lot
The
bigger?
top-
No.
Not as big? So Tim's area is like 3,400 square feet.
Yeah,
It's smaller.
Okay.
about as big as this room.
It's bigger than this one.
Yeah, it's bigger than this.
You got a storeroom, an office,
Yeah, about
and
50.
About the
garage.
size of the council chambers?
Maybe.
They go there.
I just didn't know.
I'll let you know tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay.
I got another thing.
When did you set the meeting date?
It's for the special meeting's gonna be right before our next regular workshop.
Date that Monday?
What's the date of that, Candace, do you know?
The second, maybe of December?
No, the second is our workshop on Monday.
Yes, we're setting it before the workshop.
Okay, then you need to go to 25th, I guess.
On the same day.
Oh, you want, oh, okay, I'm thinking that you, get the separate days, okay. I'm thinking you get the separate days.
We voted on that, right, y'all, because I just lost all.
We did.
Okay. Number 4, I need a motion to approve $2,132.91 for the rescue truck repair. Do I have a motion?
Is there other stuff that's wrong with this truck? Can I ask that question?
They're fixing the pump now.
I mean, it's got a pretty good running truck. I mean, it's a good truck for the city without issues besides what they're trying.
Actually, I'm supposed to get a motion in a second before we discuss it.
That's why I asked. So, no.
Do I have a motion?
Y'all don't have to say yes, you can make the motion so y'all talk about it.
I make a motion. Truck repair for the
Do I have a
fire
second for discussion?
I see.
Discussion.
There's no reason to. Thank you.
So,
Making sure we're, spending it correctly, but we gotta have it fixed.
so there's nothing else wrong with it other than,
Just, like I said, they're fixing replacing the pump we had already bought on it.
And that's
Just
when they
found that
found the
during
motor
courtesy inspections.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Number 5, do I have a motion to have the mats removed from the gym?
I make a motion that we have those mats removed from the gym.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion?
I have a question. Who needs to be there whenever that happens?
Somebody with a key.
I was fixing to
So
say,
somebody with
the
a
lock-
key, you
the
or the-
locksmith is coming, he ran into a problem with it this afternoon, and time got away, and so he's coming back out in the morning to finish the
glass
doors. Yeah, so, like, I just want to know, like, if Tim contacts me whenever can I let him in to get the mats out, or does he need to contact y'all? Like,
Call me.
I don't wanna get in trouble.
He just needs to let Candace know,
Okay,
let the clerk know.
that's fine.
And
That
then
he's there.
you go with him. If not you, then you said that the basketball director.
Jason or somebody.
Might
Or
know, but Jason could go
But
with it.
Candace needs to be notified first.
I was just saying, if he reaches out to me, like, I just want to tell him right.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. Do you have a motion to adjourn?
I have a thing. No, I'm sorry. A couple weeks ago, we got a certified letter from Morgan & Morgan, about a lawsuit. Someone says they hurt themselves near the track. The paperwork just says they were demanding any records, documents, pictures of what we would have. We didn't know anything about it. It's not been notified at the city hall. We have no records, pictures. We don't know where the person got hurt. We don't know when the person got hurt. We don't know how the person got hurt or what part of their body got hurt.
What track?
So the track right back here. So Michelle told me to reach out to our insurance person, and I did, and they have reached out to Morgan & Morgan to try to find out detail, because basically all we know is that the city's being sued for, and something that we don't have any, we know nothing. So I just wanted y'all to be aware though, if, something comes of it. And I'm leaving tomorrow for that conference.
Yeah.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Meeting adjourned.
I can get it.